traumatizing night of having to sleep in, gasped, the garage comfy chair heated with cat bed. I'm back in the house. Hi, sweetheart. He's been in and out a couple of times. I'm just getting around to doing outside feedings. Hi, buddy. Are you comfy there too? Hi. He's been up to snuggle with me and Dawn a few times. Tux and Morris have been in and out of the heated areas this morning. It was really cold. It got down to, what'd we say, Donnie, 19 last night? Yeah. Yeah, we saw it yesterday, but it's very cute. It's very cute.
Got my Grinch on.
That's right. I forgot about that when I got you the new sweater, but that's okay.
Okay. Can't have too many Grinch sweaters.
So, yesterday Google sent me my year-end 2024 stuff.
Cool.
And there's it said I took, I don't know, 1,500 pictures of Stripe last year. That could be a combination of Stripe and Tux. It's hard to say. And then I took 947 pictures of Dawn, and Dawn's like, yeah, I know, we're irate. And I'm like, but still, Donnie, that's 947
that's like
pictures.
3 pictures a day.
That's a lot of pictures. Oh, I don't think. Anyway, if you back up your phone to Google Photos, you may have year-end stuff waiting, or you may have a prompt from Google asking you if it's okay to go create year-end stuff, which I think I approved like a month ago or something. So anyway, that was fun. And Don's in here preparing a little bit to talk today about the Shelly hooks and energy management and stuff. Yeah. He's going to talk about that. We were going to do it yesterday, but it didn't happen. So I'm putting it in the video now, so we can't do it today.
Blow it off today.
Yeah. And we got all those AMS parts, the automatic
media material
system. Yeah, the thing that spins the filament into the machine, allows it to do multicolor prints without human involvement is what it is.
Yeah, we've got to straighten up the bamboo thing because the UPS, I need to put a new battery in the UPS because it's been acting up, and we just need to straighten up the whole thing. So Marianne has printed me a neat AMS stand thing.
Well, it's not just the straightening up, it's adding a third one.
Right.
Part of my Christmas present.
That's right.
So Don will get it added right when I'm done with the Christmas push, but that's okay. I've got things planned for Valentine's Day. And
well, we debated. The thing is that when we got the AMS, where to put it, how to do it, what do we want to do, and then finally last week we happened to just Google or search on Bamboo site for the AMS thing, and we found there's a highly recommended AMS stacking system that you print on the printer. And so Marianne has set about this week I'm printing that out, and because it's a big print.
Yeah. Yeah, the thing with those AMS is they are meant to sort of be stacked. However, you can't just stack them directly on top of each other because of the rounded dome top, and you need to lift it.
Yeah.
So there's various systems of enough clearance to do the lifting, or one slides out so you can do it. But you don't want to be sliding that thing out with the tubes behind it.
Right.
It's got the little filament tube going down into the machine. So at any point, that's happening today. So there'll be that later. I don't know exactly. I don't know that we've decided if we're stacking on top of the printer, or we're stacking beside the printer, or removing the Creality, or what we're doing yet.
Yeah,
but we have the stacking thing to
assemble first.
We're
not going to take everything apart until we assemble it.
Right. Well, let's just say thank God the assembly is your problem, because I don't think I quite exactly understand how it goes together.
Be like 30 parts
with little pre-printed pins, and that's your job.
That's right.
All right, everybody's here. I see Morris too. Let's go get some food outside. I do appreciate that Tux doesn't try to kill Stripe when I walk out in the morning and he runs right past him. I do appreciate that. Hi, buddy. Good morning. That's Marty. Morris is over here. I can actually tell them apart very well. I'm sure some of you guys, sometimes at least on camera, are having trouble telling them apart. Hi, buddy. Good morning. I saw you in the cat hotel in the what is a rabbit hutch on your heating pad at 1 o'clock this morning. I don't know where you were before that, but I saw you hop up. I felt much relieved. And we have a block of, I mean, it's a serious block of ice because it was below freezing by like 8 p.m. last night. Yeah, this is where Morris was. He was in here. The little dome is not on heat, but the towel, everywhere you see the towel is heat. And Tux was sound asleep in the bottom of the doghouse over here, and that's a nice heating pad there. And I let Stripe and Marty out at 1 a.m. Because they don't know about using the litter box in the house. So I let them, you know, they asked to go out when they want to use the bathroom. So I let them out, and I felt a little bad, but they were in the house for the 6 hours leading up to that. And I figured Marty was going to go up with Morris and Stripe was going to go in the garage. Stripe's most of the time he's in the garage asleep in the chair over there by the freezer. So he's the least of my concerns about being out in the cold, but it snuck down a little lower than they had told us. They had told us low 20s, and then next thing we know it's 19. So I don't know. I have to think twice with Tux about whether or not I should crate him overnight and upset him in the bathroom, crate him, or leave him be. And he was sound asleep and not looking like he was upset in any way, so I chose to leave him. It's a good bit of warmth coming through from that heating pad. I'm always considering what's best for them. Let's just leave it there. Well, the one great thing I've got to say about today, at least here at the house, it seems totally still. I'm not seeing any wind. Don and I are going to walk sooner than later today. I started a 3-hour print a little after 9. And obviously Don can't be doing stuff with the printer before that finishes, because we knew he wasn't going to be, you know, coffee time, walk time, or whatever. But yeah, I think tomorrow we're going to hit 60. We're going to be back up to lows in the 40s or 50s for a few nights. We could have some rain on Tuesday, I think. We're going to get a little reprieve here, and I'm all for it at this point. I am all for it. Oh, wow, I blinked. And the sky is past peak and still looking very pretty. Well, my buddy was in here for 3 or 4 days in a row at least. My buddy the possum. My vet says they're really smart. She says she had one hanging around 1 year for a really long time, and she ended up bringing him in for flea treatment and deworming. So I'm not prepared to do that, but you know, with a humane trap that wouldn't be too hard to do. But not planning to do that. But anyway, I haven't seen him for 2 or 3 days, so I'm actually a little worried about him now. Right when I went to want to show him to you, he's gone. But I turned on, there's 4 heating pads here now, because Morris literally one day was sleeping in the chair while the possum was in the doghouse. And if Morris wanted a doghouse, I wanted the other doghouse to be heated. So, well, especially during these super cold nights, you know, when you got nights in the 40s and 50s, not a big deal, but nights, low 20s, upper teens, definitely want to make sure any living creature that wants a heating pad has a heating pad. I did see my chickens out back this morning, too. I mean, not my chickens. Hi. Good morning. Good morning, good morning. Hi. How's my girl? You doing good? You doing good? Hungry. We are out here getting our walk in. It's around noon. I sent a 1-hour 3D print. I've snuck in a couple last things before the printer goes down for a few hours. It's really fine. I just thought you guys would think it was cute that I'm trying to, squeeze in here and there a few things. I printed these little white stands to help raise up some of the Lego pieces on the village tree or anywhere else I might need. And they turned out pretty good. I like walking with Santa.
Oh, is that right?
Or Santa's
gonna bring you a present?
Yeah. I've got on a black and red snowflake Christmas outfit today too, but I don't have on the elf hat, Santa hat. It's not.
To wear my elf hat.
No, you sport it just perfectly.
All right. I share.
This is our second lap now, and it's not too bad out here. I have an extra jacket in the car if I wanted it, and I haven't gone back to the car to get it, so I think we're good. I was gonna shoot a before video, but when we got home, I like immediately kicked into gear. I have put all the little boxes in a box so they're not falling. I got all of my stuff out of Don's way, some printed things that are gifts for people. Don carried the old Creality printer upstairs. Johnny said for now that's fine. If he gets it working and he needs it, we can think about where to put it in a good spot. But for right now, it's not working and he's not using it. So this is prime 3D printer space. I've cleaned up this thing over here. And after consulting with Grok, consulting with Johnny, and talking it out a bit more, this thing is moving to the right, and the double AMS stacker thing is going here next to the printer. Grok said, and you know, he was looking at what other people said, probably not the best idea to put 2 AMS units stacked on the printer. All the pictures show one up there, but it's about, what did he say, Donnie? How many kilograms?
20 pounds.
About 20 pounds. I think it was like 14 kilograms or something. Was that what it was? Anyway, it's about 20 pounds. Dodd did the conversion, and most of us know what 20 pounds means something. So, yeah, we probably don't need 40 pounds on top of the printer. Plus, Don's got his light thing all fixed up, and this one has a system, and yeah. So anyway, Don's on it. He's fixing the UPS because we've had a couple power failures, which most in the summer is not a big deal because the plate stays warm a long time. But in the winter, it'll ruin the print. So it's happened. Only one time have we had to cancel a 20% print and restart. It's not bad. I was noticing today that we're down to 38% and 39%, and I'm getting a 2 for wetness in the house now. We were right there at the end of the season up to a 4. 4 is probably not good.
When I take them all apart, I'll put new
Desiccant, you'll swap it out. Yeah. We have desiccant packs. And we have a way to dry or try to dry the old desiccant packs too.
If we want.
If we want. Yeah, this machine can be used as a dryer. And God, it looks so sad dark, but Don powered it down because we're moving stuff around. And we have a filament dryer, and the machine can be used as a filament dryer. So either one of those, you put the desiccant in with the fan circulating and a low heat, you're going to dry them out. Yeah. Okay. And we're trying. Don is going to put this back, but not right this minute. And he's got to reinstall the dryer for the TPU. So stuff's going on out here. I think I got everything out of your way.
Yeah.
Helped you pack up. Don cleans his workbench all the time. It's just that he does so many darn projects it can't stay clean. I mean, we're seriously out here putting stuff up, sorting, cleaning all the time, but there's so many projects, it just, yeah.
So the gonna put the AMS stand next. What I want to do is this UPS, I think I'm gonna redo the cords and put the UPS behind the bamboo. Although the AMS doesn't have to go all the way back, so but having a little work area up in front of the AMS. So depending on where it's going to end up. In other words, I may not have this edge, and the bamboo is going to probably be recessed. Is what I'm trying to say. I don't know.
Well, you'll know after you put it together and sit it over here to see exactly how it looks next to the unit.
Right, but the thing is, what I was trying to get, you're exactly right. I want to do something with all these power cords.
Of course you do.
Of course I do.
Being your wife, I get that. Yeah, and so does
cord finish.
Yes. Okay.
Correct.
I want to put up that thing 5 hours later, and it was 4 hours worth of cord management and 1 hour to actually install the AMS.
Right. And I've got to find my other little round, you know, I think it's out. It may be in the GMC or the van, because I had a dehumidifier out there, and I at one point was measuring it.
Yeah, Don bought these pucks, and we put them in these little things in here so we can see at a glance what the humidity is. We can also see that in the Bamboo app or software on the computer, but Don doesn't look at that because he's not the one sending the prints.
Right,
that's all me, so he never sees that, but I do see it. Oh yes, it says we're nice and frosty blue right now. That's good. Oh no, we're, you know, it's a little water drop with a number in it.
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah, we're good now. Right now, because this.
Yeah, 37% humidity.
So the hardest part has been getting this support out of the. It's kind of like a dovetail. These little areas here. There's some pins that go into those things, and anyway, it's been a little bit of work because it's, as I said, it's a dovetail, and so they don't just pop out. You kind of got to wedge them out. Okay, Houston, we have a little problem here. You've probably seen on the time lapse I'm struggling, or will see on this time lapse I'm struggling. The problem is this is the part that was on the plate. You can actually see a little variation in the color there. That's the texture plate. So this thing printed like this. It printed vertical. Not, this wasn't hooked up to it. That I have since put that on. But here's the problem: is if you notice, I got nice and tight there at the bottom. See how it curves? Yeah, it's quite a bit of gap, and the dowel holes. These holes right here are supposed to line up into the ones on the stacking. When you stack them, they line up, but obviously that's off at least 1/8 of an inch. So I'm going to see if I can stretch out the holes or whatever, and see if I can futz with it and get it to work.
Don says he's been filming videos, so we won't make him repeat everything. I'm just done with yesterday's video. It's sent to render, and I came out to check on you.
We've had a little, you know, things, the dowel pins don't perfectly line up. It's a little off. But we're okay. We're making things.
Okay. Don's got it under control. But like with everything, it's not as straightforward as...
I'm still very impressed with the guy's design. That is not... I'm not trying to say the person who designed it did a crappy job. I don't think that's the case.
Okay. Well, I'm going to let you focus.
Yes, please. Well, I got it more or less, but we're going to have to stop and let me have her print a couple more of these little things right here, this little add-on piece to the end. The seam's so tight you can't even see it, but this is actually an add-on piece. It's a spacer, and that spacer is needed right here, and then this L bracket goes on top of the spacer, but without the spacer you can't put the L bracket up there. So I'm going to have her print the L bracket, spacer, and then I can finish installing it. I've tested it and it opens up, and I think once I get that AMS up there, it'll tighten this, it'll square this up a little bit. I'm not going to glue it. As I think I mentioned, it's a little off. The holes aren't quite dowel pins. Spacing isn't perfect, but it's workable. So I think it looks pretty nice. I'm very impressed with the design. I have to say the assembly was a little trickier than I would have wanted. The first thing I'd recommend you do is decide which ones are going to be your bottom, and put these little feet on there, and then you know that's the bottom, because these ends you can keep track of them, because one of them is a mortise and one's a tenon, and one's recessed and the other goes in, but it gets confusing, I gotta tell you, and you get this thing turned around backwards and stuff like that. So at this point I would say once I kind of got my absolutely, I know this is the bottom one. It worked much better, and also the ones notice that this has three lobes. This one will AMS will not be able to slide. When you have the bracket with the 2 lobes, it will slide. Well, anyway, there's not enough weight right here to stop it, but this will actually slide out about 1 inch, which is kind of handy. So that's the drawer that they were talking about. Anyway, hopefully here in a couple hours we'll have it and I can put it back together. I'm just going to have her print. It's ready to go, or should be ready to go. She just sends the print file to it.
I'm going to work on the train station for a bit. And then when I'm cooking dinner in a while, I'll work on Home Alone. When Dawn's napping, I'll do less moving around. Our chicken wings were super yummy, and I've continued to work on the train station a bit. The print thing finished, and Dawn's out here now with instructions for what color where. He's here somewhere. That's looking very promising.
Yes, it is. I like the little detail. That guy included the right male and female feet for the top to plug up those holes. That really made it look nice.
Yep, it's coming together super nice.
Right. Yep.
Oh, look at you with your hat on, and you still got your Christmas spirit on and everything.
That's right. This is my girl's Christmas present. I got her this for Christmas.
It did.
So yeah. So absolutely.
So what I was saying is Dawn asked me what colors where, and this one's not changing. This one's got a small change, and then I told him what to load up here.
Yeah.
And it's all bamboo, so it won't be complicated to load it up.
It won't be as complicated.
Well, Jules got the holiday update, and it's installed. Several of our friends have received the update as well. It seems like it's going out to Hardware 3 cars on the East Coast, from what one friend said, although Adam and Michelle are in Colorado and they have it. So anyway, Ruby doesn't have it. Drat. Not yet. Darn it.
Oh, you can't see. No.
I got news for you. From the couch, when I send stuff, I'll see 12 colors instead of 8. It's looking good. So that stackable thing turned out to be good.
Right, and I really didn't have to futz with it that much. It was pretty straightforward. You know, it took me, I will admit, I had to assemble and disassemble more than I would like until I got it the way it was supposed to be. But since there really wasn't any real instructions, you know, and there is a left and a right and a top and a bottom on all of them. So, you know, there's 4 possible ways it can go, but only one way is the right way.
Better you than me.
Yeah. So, you know, maximum combinations, you know, 8 pieces, 4 combinations, you know, you can see the permutations. And so this is what happened.
So show them where the extra plates are.
Yep. I like this little thing up here. It'll hold 3 plates.
And there's 2 in there right
2 in
now.
now. She's got a 3rd plate.
I do. I got a Starry Skies plate. So look, Bamboo last night sent me an email. The carbon fiber plate is back in stock. And I went in there right away to order it. And within 15 minutes, I about had it sorted out. And right when I went to pay, it said, one of the items has been removed from your cart due to insufficient stock or something like that. It literally sold out within 15 minutes. So I'm on the email list to get it again. Yeah. But so there's 12 colors now. And we've said a bunch of times there can be 16. So I told Don, I said, so we just print another one and take the caps off and poof, there's another one.
I think so.
Yeah. Well, light pink isn't up there, and I've got lavender coming. That would be nice to have, and blue is missing. Right. So it's not like
Well, I bet you Bamboo probably has the little thing in the back where you could probably put 4 of those 4-ways in each one, so that'd give you 16 AMSs, and they'd love to sell you 16 of them, I'm sure.
Well, they say the limit is 4, but that doesn't mean some smart person like you can't sort it out. Well, yes, I understand.
Well, yeah, I just like, hey, there's money to be made. You want to buy?
I'm just saying, you know, there's birthdays and other Christmases and Valentine's Day and anniversaries, and just don't be surprised if a 4th AMS pops up. Yeah. But
but I have to say the Bamboo is like I think the easiest way the Apple of Bamboo.
3D printers. Yeah, the only filament in here that's not Bamboo is this tan, but we have a Polymaker and Duramic off Amazon. They work just fine. They've had no problem. The cardboard spools, we don't even need the rings really. Yeah. They work fine. Yeah. So there's that. We've moved 2/3 of our empty boxes are here. The ones for the top that we were anticipating this one changing off, and they're currently over here. Don's got to do a more permanent install with the TPU dryer because the TPU prints from the back over here.
And not worse, but the TPU has to be on this side. The dryer's got to be over here. The spool has got to be because the port faces this direction, so you can't do the loop like you can the other stuff.
Right. So we're all good. It's looking good. We got we do still have a little bit of countertop here for, I guess, mostly my prints coming off the plate piling up until I do whatever I'm doing with them.
I'm sure we'll keep this area nice and clear.
progress. I've got a window and a door, and I'm ready to start putting roof pieces on. And I did go ahead and make the lamp post black, because in a winter village where there's a lot of white snow, all the lamp posts are black. That's kind of a Lego tradition thing, whereas in the modular streets, they're all white. Probably the right answer all along was they're all silver. I don't know. Anyway, it's coming along good, and this is where I got to tonight.